Hey guys, hey, figured it was time to do another video. I know you're seeing me doing the Hummer. Well, I had to give it up. Had a lot of miles, a lot of problems. I loved it, but it was time for it to go. And now I've fallen in love with this 2016 Jeep Grand Cherokee. It's the anniversary edition. It's a V6. I love this thing. It does have 90,000 miles on it. And recently I started getting the engine light come on, so I pulled out my Foxwell OBD2, kept pulling a code of a P0456. It said very small leak detected. So I know you can do a smoke test and all this other stuff. Well, I don't have that machine, and frankly I didn't feel like fooling with it. So I'm feeling like it's this purge valve, and I'm going to show you guys how to put this back on. It's actually kind of simple, but there was one little thing that was kind of weird. It had me a hard time getting it off. But backing up for a second, this is the old one that I just took off. This thing has actually probably been on there for the whole 90,000 miles. It looks super grimed up, so I'm pretty sure this was throwing some kind of code. But what I ended up replacing it with was the doorman. I had done some reading on this, and it says it's closest thing to OEM. I think it was 40 bucks. But then I'm looking at the label, it says made in China. I'm like, yeah, well, I guess everything is. But anyway, so I've started putting this all back together. It's not that difficult. I put this hose right back here on the end, right at the canister. I needed two hands and I don't have a tripod, so sorry about that, you guys. The only little thing here that was kind of strange when I was taking this off, that took me a minute to figure out what the heck I was doing, is this right here. This clip, when I was taking it off, I had to put a screwdriver up under here to get it to release. So I'm going to put it back together real quick. I mean, seriously, this is so easy if you guys need to change the purge valve. This piece right here fits over this. So this is going to seat in here like that. Right? And then this one will clip into the top. This one will clip into the bottom. So when you're releasing this in the reverse, I took these off first, right? I took this one off here. You pinch this little green clip, that'll release it, and then you pop it out. And then, like I said, this is going to take me two hands, so I'm going to pause it and then I'll come back. This one goes in here, and then this was just like a little bracket that kind of holds this in place. So I'm going to pause you guys for a second, and hopefully I'll be right back unless I do something weird with the video. Right, just like that. It's right on. So this, when you put this bottom piece back on here, you'll hear it click. And when you're taking it off, just pinch these two and pull it off. So this is the weird thing with this top one. I have a questioning this connection here. Looks like somebody might have. Yeah, we'll address that at another time. But anyway, with this right here, this little tab underneath here has to be released, okay? So what I did when I originally took it off is I took a screwdriver and just kind of pushed it up under there. Can you see that? And then it released it, and then I was able to pull that off. But that's pretty much it. I mean, literally that took me a minute and a half to do. I think the weirdest part was this, originally taking this off and then pulling that hose off, because that sucker was really on there. But I'm sure you know how to get your engine cover off. If you're this far advanced, as if this is advanced. But anyway, you want to change out your purge valve. It's really easy. Like I said, I went with the doorman. There's other less expensive, but I don't want to have to do this again. And I figured at some point with 90-some thousand miles on this thing, might as well go ahead and change it, because it's going to be needed changing in the near future. All right, guys, I'm gonna put my cover back on. In case you don't know, this cover literally just snaps back on like so. Just line everything up and you'll push it down in there. There's a screw that goes in here, which I've got laying right here. I'll screw that in, and then I will take this cover and pop it back in like so after I tighten everything up. But I mean, that's it, guys. Seriously, like, this is super easy. And if you want to start with something that's the easiest to change out, if you're getting an EVAP, I would try this first. I mean, especially if you got a lot of mileage on the vehicle. Can't hurt. All right, guys. Thanks for checking in. See you next time.